Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So, I just watched the Peacemaker Season 2 finale, and I have to get this off my chest. In my opinion, the real ending for this season was Episode 7. Episode 8, Full Nelson, felt less like a conclusion and more like a full-blown feature-length setup for the wider DC universe. I mean, we saw most of the big moments in the trailers. But before you grab your pitchforks, let me be clear. This episode was packed with hidden details, emotional payoffs, and some of the biggest implications for the future of the DCU we've seen yet. So, was it a satisfying finale, or the most ambitious launchpad ever? Strap in, because today we're breaking down everything in Peacemaker Season 2, Episode 8. Let's recap the main plot. We find Chris Smith at his absolute lowest. After the chaos of Earth X and the death of his fake brother Keith, he's fully convinced he's an angel of death, that everyone he cares about is doomed because of him. It's a classic Peacemaker self-loathing spiral, but this time it's deeper. The emotional core of the episode is the 11th Street kids refusing to give up on him. We get these fantastic, character-defining speeches from Harcourt, Adebayo, and even Vigilante, who tries to comfort him by offering to help him build a sex doll. The point is, they convince him that the people who died were casualties of him following bad masters, not because he himself is a curse. This leads to the birth of their new purpose. Using Vigilante's hidden blood money, which hilarious, they decide to found their own independent, morally clean spy agency. And they give it a name that will make any DC fan's ears perk up: Checkmate. Meanwhile, in the B-plot, Rick Flag Sr. is running amok with the Quantum Unfolding Chamber, and it is a bloodbath for unnamed agents. This thing is a revolving door of interdimensional horrors, and Flag Sr. is treating it like his personal revenge-themed Disneyland. Now for my favorite part, the Easter eggs. James Gunn uses the QUC not just as a plot device, but as a direct window into the weird and wonderful DC universe. Let's break down the highlights. First door, Candyland with vicious little
The Imps.
This is a direct callback to Augie's line in Season 2, Episode 1, and it continues the trend of
Imps
being referenced in every DCU project so far. They're Gunn's signature creepy cute mascots. We also see colonial-era zombies, which feels like a huge nod to the famous
Deceased
comic storyline. Then there are the giant screaming skulls on spider legs, a direct homage to the pre-Comics Code horror comics like Terror Tales. But the deep cuts don't stop there. On Harcourt's desk, you can spot the Ultra Bunny model with the phrase, "Obstacles are opportunities." This is a James Gunn original, first seen on Rick Flag Jr.'s shirt in the Suicide Squad. It's a small but heartfelt tribute. And let's talk about the corporate oversight. We see Otis Berg and Amanda McCoy, who are confirmed LuthorCorp employees from the Superman movie, assisting Flag Sr. He even gets a note stating he has to run everything past Mr. Luthor. This isn't a subtle nod, it's a direct tether, confirming that Amanda Waller's shadow operations are now fully intertwined with Lex Luthor. Okay, let's address the criticism. As a series finale, and with no official Season 3 announced, this episode can feel incomplete. The main antagonist from the previous episode, Keith, the Nazi peacemaker from Earth X, is completely absent. The plot thread about the QUC isn't resolved, it's escalated and then handed off. The emotional journey for Chris is beautiful, but the narrative journey ends on a massive cliffhanger. The final act isn't about defeating a villain, it's about setting up a new status quo. Chris gets kidnapped by Flag Sr., who forges his signature on a contract and exiles him as the first prisoner to a mysterious planet called Salvation. This is why it feels like a prologue. It trades a satisfying, self-contained ending for the promise of a bigger story. And while that's exciting for the future of the DCU, it can be frustrating for viewers who just wanted a conclusive end to Peacemaker's own story. But if this is a launchpad, where are we being launched? Let's get theoretical. The name Salvation is a direct pull from the comics storyline Salvation Run, where Earth's villains are exiled to a distant planet. But in the comics, there's a terrifying twist. The planet is secretly a training ground overseen by Darkseid, one of Darkseid's top lieutenants from Apocalypse. Listen to those monster roars when Chris arrives. Those don't sound like earthly creatures. They sound like parademons. My theory? Peacemaker has just become the first hero to stumble into the coming war with Darkseid. This also sets up Superman, Man of Tomorrow, perfectly. Think about it. Rick Flag Sr. is now a government man with a burning hatred for metas, running a prison planet. What's to stop him from trying to exile Superman? Or even Lex Luthor? This could force the ultimate odd couple team-up, with Superman and Lex having to work together to survive and escape salvation, which aligns perfectly with James Gunn's description of their dynamic. So, to sum it all up, Peacemaker Season 2, Episode 8 is a flawed masterpiece of world-building. As a finale, it might leave you wanting more closure. But as the first chapter of a much larger story, it's a bold, brilliant, and absolutely thrilling piece of television. It proves that James Gunn isn't just making shows. He's weaving a universe, and Peacemaker is now a crucial thread in that tapestry. But what do you think? Was the setup worth it? And who would you want to see get thrown into salvation next? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button, subscribe for more DCU deep dives, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss what's next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.